Another set of matches and games na makikita natin dito to find the strongest team there is in grassroots MLBB sa Pilipinas. Welcome once again to Unity League Philippines South Luzon leg. My name is Hans Calaria, and together with me is Kimberly Mas to bring you the action that South Luzon, or the best of South Luzon, has to offer. You can watch us, of course, at PTV4 with our simulcast partner IBC13 from 7 to 8 p.m. Abangan nyo yan dahil ang maglalaban ngayon ay walang iba kundi ang VGCD kontra sa Syntax Sentinels. Another best of 3 matchups na makikita natin, Kim.
Yeah, exciting. Just a quick recap of yesterday's episodes. That was really, again, another sweep na nakita natin. O, tingnan natin this time, Hans, kung sweep nga ba ulit or makakakuha tayo ng unang best of 3 natin dito sa Southern Luzon.
That's what we're about to find out. Let's get into the games. It's going to be the same thing. Another set of best of 3s, another 3 bans for each of the members. And kung mapapansin din natin, especially from the past 2 days, it was the Fred rin na talagang nagsiset ng standards from all throughout the games na nakita natin from start to finish.
Yep, actually Fred rin, Barats, yun naman nag-i-interchange lang between those. We've seen a Martes actually couple. Yes, finally! May gumawa na rin, Hans. Tingnan natin kung ano ba yung mga junglers. Possibility, Martes. Actually, I want to see an Akai in the jungle. It's still viable right now. Tingnan natin, mukhang jugglers yung tinatanggal ng both sides right now. And I think it's a good call kasi usually naman when it comes to the banning phase, picking phase, yun talaga yung inuuna.
Yup, and in addition, madalas na nakikita na natin yung mga Barats, yung Nolan, all throughout the South Luzon leg na ginagamit in the jungle position. Maybe kung sakaling Fred rin is already out of the equation here for this game, makakita tayo ng Akai, possibly, just like you said, Barats, especially, yan na tinanggal yung Diggy, right? That's the best case scenario for the Akai to come in. But in addition, ito, yung ilan sa mga heroes na talaga nagpapasakit ng ulo ng mga kalaban
Unli Dash.
ng meta na to, just because of one Unli Dash and the immense amount of damage na dala ng Harit, just in case they get this for first pick.
Yeah, actually, speaking of the Harit, yan rin pala yung collector skin na i-re-release real soon. Kaya naman, tumataas na rin talaga yung picking rate niya. So, I'm not surprised. Pero mukhang exciting rin to since Goldener yung priority right now. Without the Fred rin, siguro mag-aagawan dito ngayon ng mga junglers, na maybe you wanna take in the Barats. Pero looking at this right now, pwede kasi matunaw nung Nathan yung Barats. So, possibility, another jungler. Pwede Martis, since late game hero yung Nathan dito. Pwede nila kunin yun.
Yup, and another you have to take note of is yung durability that would come in from the side of Syntax Sentinels. Kaya papasok yung backshine. Hindi man siya Akai, hindi man siya yung Fred. It's something a little different from what we've seen before, right? So, at least, there's that. We've seen what in the South Luzon leg? Martis,
Barats, and Fred.
Barats, Fredrin, Nolan. Those are the 4. And now we have the 5th member of the team being the Baksha as well. So, this is a very good... Actually, may Ling pa pala. So, 6 na. Alright? 6 na. Iba't ibang heroes na nakikita natin in the South Luzon leg. This is the second time, though, that we've seen an Odette. Why do you think is an Odette a really good pickup now? Ano bang meron sa Odette ngayon?
Pero ang sakit kasi niya Nakakatapat ko sa rare. Actually, tumataas yung pick rate niya ngayon sa mga rankings. It's all because of the area effect rin na meron siya. And at the same time, parang usually kasi sinasagot sa mga Novaria, di ba? Parang, okay, Valentina, kunin natin yung ulti. Pero why not just take someone who has pretty much the same area effect, good in team fights? Parang mapapaisip ka ngayon, huhulihin mo ba yung Odette or huhulihin mo yung Nolan?
That's true. Hindi mo alam kung alin ba dyan yung dapat mong hulihin, whether or if or, di ba? So, now, you get to take out the Nolan at least. That's one less problem na kailangan mo lalahanin. Kasi yung Baksha, syempre mabilis yan in terms of rotating, and it's also the same with the Nolan. But now, knowing that you don't have a lot of durability on your side, of course you're gonna lean towards the Barats. Now, if you're thinking about the side of Syntax Sentinels, you can really go for the CC indeed kasi kulang pa kayo ng physical damage. And the set of hero as well, such as the Tiger. This is a very well-rounded composition from SS moving forward.
Kailangan rin nila ng setup dito sa kabilang side, and at the same time, kailangan rin nilang They need to deal with the backline dito ng side ng Syntax Sentinels. I think the Yuzo is great for zoning out or boxing out people, pero at the same time may CC ka, may Tigreal pa. So I feel like they need something solid sa frontline. I think this is a good pickup. Pwede rin naman yung mga Terizla or somebody with heavy sustain like Lapu-Lapu to go for the backlines. But this is, I guess, the best one to go to if team fight naman yung gusto.
Yeah, I like the pickup coming in
So
from
beautify
the Yuzhong na meron ang koponan ng VGCD. The only downside siguro with that one is there's not a lot of hard crowd control.
Yeah.
Parang yung crowd control nila is like you're gonna have to wait for it for like a second or two bago mo magamit or bago siya mag-pop. Like for example, yung talon na galing sa Yuzhong. Diba? Like it needs to like a second before it goes boosh.
May konting delay.
Tapos yung barats, kailangan mong i-set up pa talaga para best case scenario. Yung Florin din, it's
timing.
Immediate, diba? It's immediate, pero napakasaglit lang. So yun yung challenge nila. Sa mga ganong klase ng saglitan moments, kailangan nila makahanap ng pick-off or kailangan nilang makuha yung objective. Whatever it is that they're planning, they have to use it now.
Yep. I mean, this is a very crucial early game since medyo malalambot. And if you're thinking about it, yung tatapatan nitong Tigreal is actually a support here. Great, of course, for the Barats na merong nag-heal sa likod. Pero
That's
yung
right.
kinatatakutan ko lang talaga dito yung mga set-up plays. What if wala ng Purifies? I mean, like sakto, pinik dito ni Nick yung Tigreal, lahat sila nag-purify. I think almost at some point nag-purify na rin yata dito si third person. Teka lang, Yuzhong pala ako, kailangan ko mag-petri, kailangan ko huliin yung backlines.
Yep, alright. It was like, alright guys, change plans. Kailangan natin mag-purify dito para mapalag tayo later on. It's Solenia versus third here in the EXP lane, just taking care of business and making sure na makakuha sila ng minion waves and ng minion clears because they need that level 4 heading forward into the matchup. Yung CC is really gonna hurt in the later portions ng ating laro. Kaya kung mapapansin mo, kumuha sila ng Harith para mid-game pa lang, gana na sila. It isn't gonna be as effective pagdating hanggang di ba siya dumadating ng level 4. Pero give it like 1 to 2 items, then it really is gonna be a problem. Shoyu, sinalubong ni Popuri dito, and Jans is gonna do the same thing, knocked up by that one. There comes the Detona's welcome as well, pero hindi siya bumangga sa pader. Binalikan pa nitong si Jans, and that is looking like a sorry mistake. First blood, mapupunta sa side ng VGCD.
Oh, I think that's not done. Flicker out from Nick. So much resources expended here by the side of Syntax Sentinels. Pero I think that's a very good way to start. Napunta sa kanilang jungler. Ang hirap rin kasi pag nagsabay-sabayan tong mga to, may heal ka pa. Ito, 1v1 duel. Syempre, sobrang lonely. May vengeance pa dito. Pero look at the backside. Andiyan na yung Shara Shiju for the kill. And that's 2 kills to start with for VGCD.
That was a good start bago lumabas ang turtle ng larong ito. Ang pinakaunang turtle ng larong ito, that's 2-0. And dahil doon, lamang nakagad sila ng 1,000. Core user 1-2-3, nag-iisa. Meanwhile, there's a matchup on that bottom side. Looking for it. Piwo, would he be able to land on the strike? Nahuli niya at nailatag, but the heal na nanggaling kay Popuri just arrived right on time. Good communication galing sa VGCD upon taking that extra damage dahil doon sa heal na binigay ng Florin.
Yeah, almost a hairline na lang yung buhay doon ni Starboy. It's a good thing though, like wala pang damage dito si Piwo. I feel like kung complete items could have been bursted down. Plus, malaking tulong rin talaga yung Florin dito with the heal. And if you see the rotations na gaganap dito, since medyo nako-contain naman ni third yung kanyang lane, pupwesto talaga dito sa gold lane, yung side ng VGCD.
Not only that, they've also secured a turtle objective courtesy of core user 123 dahil nakita niya si Jans kanina kumukuha pa ng purple objective eh. So, malinis niya nakuha yun. He was able to provide extra shields for his teammates. And third, just like you said, is taking care of business onto the top side. Pero dito naman tayo sa may batay baba. Harith, Shoyu couldn't shove away the rest of VGCD in that fight. Si Jans may namataan na naman. Will he be able to escape? Gagamit na rin ng Tortoise Voice Sans pero nahila pabalik. Will he be able to escape? That is going to be the question at hindi na siya patatakasin pa ng Swan Song and the basic extra attack coming in from core user 123. Hindi siya makaka 5-6 sa pagkakataon na yun because that is a very good initiation. 4-0 in favor of the side of VGCD. Gagawa na naman ng panibagong extra implosion play. Pero walang follow-up to stay and to slay. Shoyu tried to get away, but that was a very good display of attacking. Pero hindi na makakatakas itong si Starboy Chano. That's gonna be the first kill para sa side ng Syntax Sentinels.
Wow, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I mean, isang papel na lang yung buhay doon ni both actually, ni Shoyu tsaka ni Starboy.
Yep.
And it's a good thing, like, nag-out doon si Starboy. Unfortunately, kulang ng heal dito si Popuri. Di rin sa kanya binigay yung do since this is the early game. I believe binigay yun sa Barret's kay core user. And right now, I mean, they're off to a great start. 5 kills right now on the board for their side. There's some vision here from the side of Syntax Sentinels. Pero let's not forget, 4 minutes in, nasa VGCD pa rin talaga yung momentum.
Yup, it's a major issue na kailangan lutasin ng Syntax Sentinels, and that is the reason why they're trying to contest for this turtle. Si Third nandun sa may badalikuran, di pa siya gagamit ng Black Dragon form, pero ano naman yung atake? Sabi niya, di ko na kailangan gumamit ng Black Dragon form. Sige, atakihin na natin to. Pero hindi napapalagpay pa sa mga members. Almost. Soleria going down on that one. Gagamit siya ng Vengeance para makapalag pa rin. But Third is taking care of business. Hahatiin at paghihiwalay nila itong si Solenia and si Nick. Nick all alone. Nick so scared. Maybe the situation here dahil nag-iisa lang siya as of the moment. Ito is welcome ang sasalubong sa kanya kahit hindi niya kapamilya. That's gonna be one hero down and another turret as well in favor of VGCD.
Ako, mukhang isa pa yata. No, Renetre na dito si Solenia. Wala nang Detona's welcome, and that's going to be a kill. Another one picked up by core user. And that's gonna be 2 towers. 5 minutes in na makukuha ng side ng VGCD. Sobrang ganda ng rotation. Plus, nakakayanan pa dito ni Starboy. I'm not so sure though. There's just 2 members. Can be able to push them back. But look at that dance. 1-for-1 trade though. I'm not so sure, but still, it's going to be Starboy that has the upper hand.
Dude, if you're Starboy Chano, you will absolutely take that. Dahil una, ayaw mo as a Nathan to be in a fight in the early portions of the game. Pangalawa, it's a 2v1 scenario at kaampi mo yung Torre. So, if you get a kill, it's worth it. Lamang ka pa rin sa pagkakataon na yun. Kasi una, hindi naman sila makakapush kung wala yung Harit eh. Hindi sila makakapush ng Torre kung wala itong si Shoyu. So Shoyu has done a good job in trying to be aggressive, but there was an outplay coming in from Starboy Chano using the rest of his things in his arsenal para masalo na maalagaan yan. Pero ito na, Shoyu answering to the call, but there is the extra heal coming in from Popuri and the rest of the members in Ligtas ang kuha nitong si Starboy Chano and Popuri on that one. Popuri being able to get back out there. Kaya naman si Jans, itataboy talaga itong si Starboy Chano with hopes of making that bottom later down.
But here comes the cavalry of VGCD. Push lang ni Shoyu yung Torre, pero mukhang si Jans na naman yung target dito right before the turtle. I think he wanted to go for the backup, pero nag-backfire sa kanilang side. And now, that's gonna cause VGCD to at least take in this last turtle without any contest at all.
Petrify nyo naman sa may banda ibaba, kaya naman napa-flicker. Itong si Pivo, may naipit sa may bandang gitna, and that is gonna be Detona's welcome na ilalatag na naman, walang iba kundi kay Nick. So scared. This time, it's Solenia na naman na mahuhuli dito. Vengeance is not so effective dahil may latag na damage output na naman ang VGCD para dyan. This time, it's Jans. Nandito sa may orange buff, and he wants to try and contest it using the extra damage output na meron siya. Wala pa siya ng Tortoise Boy Suns, at kahit anong gawin niya, even with the orange buff right there, there's just too much damage na latag ng VGCD, and now they have a 4K gold lead.
Oh, nako, si Shoyu mag-isa. Medyo malikot to. Kaya ba niya tong tatlong mga members? Meron ka pang kasamang Popuri na nag-heal sa backside. I think they might dive this. Jay? Meron yata siyang, wala siyang flicker ngayon, no? Pero pwede siya mag-ultimate. Masastun ba? Hindi masastun, makakatakas. And remember this as the day that you almost caught Shoyu. Pero sabi ng VGCD, no, sige, wag na natin intindihan si Shoyu. Kunin na lang natin yung Torre. And this is so good. Actually, we're asking kung bakit nga yung Odette yung kinuha kanina. At kung isipin mo, it makes so much sense right now. Mag-swansong ka, low lang yung mga team members na gusto pumasok, and you got Third. You got Starboy Chano, you got the core user to actually finish the job.
Kumbaga, ano lang yun, pang-peel lang.
Oo.
Yung swan song na ginagamit. I have to give props though to Shoyu kanina nung medyo na 3v1 situation na siya at nakatakas pa rin sa doon. Kasi tinipid niya talaga yung purify skill niya hanggang sa dulo. He knew that he didn't need to use that, especially now, pero kailangan niya gamitin yan ngayon para makadash away. Doon naman yung extra knock-up and implosion play. Pero dalawang Purify na gamit ng side ng VGCD. Si third, change target naman tayo. Lagay natin kay Solenia. And now the target is gonna be right there. Petrify skill, pero makakadash away pa rin. Now it's third, trying his best to land on those dragon scales and dragon waves. Pero makakaalis ang iba sa mga members. The Lord is about to spawn right now. It's not a Luminous Lord just yet, pero it is VGCD with an absolute 6K gold lead to dominate 9 minutes in.
Yo, if you were Nick, you'd definitely be terrified right now. I mean, 0-3-1 on the Tigreal. It's so frustrating to see the situation. I've been here. I mean, gusto mo mag-set, ang ganda ng set mo, 2, 3 na huli mo, pero may Purify pala. Yun lang talaga yung kalaban niya dito. They have to time it when wala na sa side ng VGCD, which they actually did earlier. Pero ang hirap rin talaga with this kind of lead, 30K, 23K, 7, 8K lead, almost ballooning up to 10K. Kailangan talaga nila makakuha ng shutdown dito.
Yup, shutdown. Lalo na could be kay JJ or kay Popuri or even kay third at this point. Pero kung ganyan yung mangyayari, it's not gonna be a good sign. The Florin goes down. There's gonna be the third guy as well. Makakatakas pa pero hindi na pala. There's gonna be the Swan Song na ilalatag naman para sa counter-attack na yun. Pero mabibitawan na naman yan. Yung Odette will go down. JJ's gonna be up next. It's gonna be Starboy. Chano, a little bit away. Core user, siya ang naiwan dito sa play. And that's gonna be core user actually getting one. Will he be able to get two? Not so much through. Pero nagsumusubok sila to try and recall as fast as they can. Dahil nag-aabang na naman si Starboy Chano dyan sa may bandang itaas and they will be able to make it in time but not enough time to save that inhibitor turret from falling down. Starboy Chano, he knew na malalagay na sa alanganin yung kanyang mga kakampi, which is why you know what? Latag ako ng damage sa kanila permanently.
Grabe, yan rin yung ginawa kahapon no, sa episode kahapon. Sige, wag na tayo mag-team fight. Tore lang, objectives lang. At dito mo lang yan makikita sa Pilipinas, ladies and gentlemen. All of the objectives being used. Oh, wow! Speaking of that, nandyan na rin yung do kay Starboy Chano.
Oh, dear.
Man, it's gonna hurt here. You got the Entropy, you got the Holy Crystal, and the Blood Wings, by the way. And wow, binibuild up pala ni Popuri to be a magic damage Florine. And that's looking really deadly. Ang dami mo pang front dito. Third, you got core user. So, it makes sense.
Makes sense. Now you're building up on damage. I mean, what else can you have, right? This is such a cool way of just making sure that Popori would get the damage and would also get the heals para sa kanya mga teammates, but show you a fatal error there. Just really looking forward for ways kasi iniisip niya kung saan ba posible manggaling eh. Doon ba sa Albert Bush sa pinakababa o dito ba sa orange buff side bush mangyayari yung laban? But it was one of two choices and it chose the wrong one. So that is going to be an issue na kailangan nilang i-resolve. Shoyu now joined by the rest of his teammates to just calm down, look for ways for them to find a necessary kill. Nick so scared na naman ng mga mataan dito. Ginamitan ng Tonas welcome. There's going to be the extra jump. Summon Force na gamit na rin, pero mawawala na naman si Nick. That's gonna be a dragon heal from the Florin, and that is Shoyu going down. 3-on-5 situation. Si Solenia na naman na hinahabol nila. Might go down next. Starboy Chano hinahabol at there goes the bullseye para sa kanya. Petrify skill na naman ang gagamitin. Under naman yung extra knockout score for the price of 1. Dahil mawawala na naman si JJ, pero mukhang hindi na sila magpapahuli pa. An extra kill as well para kay third. It's just 3-on-1 situation, and that is gonna be the end of this game. This is VGCD taking game 1. That right there is a win by VGCD. Di kita ng slide kanina lang, and then all of a sudden, it went haywire.
Yep. Actually, you know what? Commendable talaga dito si Shoyu from the side of Syntax Sentinels. I mean, there were so many times na parang napipick off niya dito si Starboy. But you know what? This is a Nathan, like what I mentioned, that yung shining moment talaga niya is when it comes to the late game. And you've seen it, right? Dalawa lang na burst down na ni Shoyu. I think that was one of the turnarounds ng matches na nakita natin. Although there were a lot of clapbacks from early to mid-game, but ultimately, I think what really worked for this lineup, tinanong mo kung bakit Odette, pangpili Odette, and then you get Starboy to finish the job.
That's
you
true.
get core user to either punish whoever comes in.
That's true. Another thing na nakita natin from Odette is yung wave clear niya. Na talagang mas madali rin kasing maalipat from one lane to another pag mabilis mong nauubos yung minions mo, especially on the mid lane. And that helped itong si core user to find more ways in the jungle. And si Starboy Chano rin, hindi ako sanay na nakakita ko ng Nathan na join agad sa team fight na like the first 5 minutes pa lang. Usually kasi kailangan talaga niya ng items, kailangan niya ng konting gana pa eh. Pero that wasn't the case in this one kasi the pressure was being put on Starboy Chano right from the start, di ba? Thinking that you have a Harith, courtesy of Shoyu, was the MVP of the losing team. But even so, maganda yung ginawa nila. Especially with Popuri, I have to say, na kung sakaling hindi si core user 123 yung MVP, I would put it on Popuri. Because he really had perfect timing. Pagdating doon sa kanya mga global heals that just made sure that everyone would stay awake.
Yeah, actually, I think there were times rin na nakita natin yung side ng Syntax Sentinels na inuuna nila si Popuri. That's how much impact that it has during the entire game. I mean, you have to face a Barrett, you have to face a Yuzong. And syempre, what's the best way to actually counter all of that is stop mo yung heal. Diba? Parang ito yung time na Estes talaga yung inuuna pero hindi natin napapansin, no? May iba pang damage dealers na kailangan nilang pansinin dito sa laban na ito. I think overall, it was a good rotation na nanggaling sa VGC, early rotations onto the Nathan, kaya naman talagang may konting angat, pero you know, it wasn't easy going up against the Harith.
It was so not. I mean, nag-build up pa nga sila ng necklace durance dito because they know that the heals are gonna be there, especially coming in from Popori. So Piwo was consistently using the Astral Echo para kung sakali the necklace of durance would already come in effect pag nalatagan din ng Star Shutter. The only downside is they had information, but again, dahil sa extrang damage output na dala ni Third nung early portions of the game kontra kay Solenia, then he had such a hard time trying to find the back lines. And Starboy Chano, wala nang makaabot sa kanya. It was just a little too unfortunate for him dahil nakita natin from the get-go na dino-double down na nila eh. Kumbaga nagdo-double team na sila dun sa baba pero wala pa rin nangyayari.
Parang kumbaga cheeseburger, let's double down and let's make it double the effort. And honestly, alam mo, pag nakita ko rin talaga yung lineup dito ng Syntax, meron sila idea talaga eh kung, sige, paano natin mahuli yung backlines? Paano natin mahuli si JJ and si Starboy Chan? I mean, with the form of the Tigreal. Pero ilang beses natin nakita, no, may heal na nga sila, meron pang purify. So it's not gonna be easy to pick off the damage dealers.
Damage dealers, one of the things na talaga naging essential sa matchup na to. Kasi kung titignan at sisilipin nating mabuti, the Nathan to Harith, it's a magic matchup or a magic damage matchup that we don't usually see very often. But now, I feel like this is also time for the side of Syntax Sentinels to recuperate and try to find ways to just think kung ano ba ang posibleng strategy na pwede nilang gawin. We'll be back for more action. Abangan natin ang game number 2.
The Unity League Mobile Legends Bang Bang National Tournament is here, and we heard you. To accommodate more players, Unity League is now open to younger gamers. So if you are a Filipino citizen, age 15 years old and above, and have never joined in any professional league, assemble your team and join now. Registration is still open for the National Capital Region, the Visayas, and Mindanao. The Unity League Mobile Legends Bang Bang National Tournament. Susunod sa Schoolmates. Sa pagdiriwang ng ika-126 na anibersaryo ng kalayaan ng Pilipinas, itanong natin sa ating mga Gen Z schoolmates kung ano ang kahulugan ng kalayaan para sa bagong henerasyon.
Para po sa akin, ang kalayaan ay yung may kakayahan ka na gawin yung gusto mo, na walang ibang taong nagdidikta o nagsasabi kung ano yung mga dapat mong gawin.
I would define kalayaan as power. One's power to grasp things, to control things.
Freedom and peace, I believe, are intertwined concepts. Kumbaga, in order to have peace, we should first attain freedom.
Let's exercise our freedom to be heard. Dahil boses ng kabataan ang laging pinakikinggan sa Schoolmates. Dito lang sa PTV.
Nagbabalik ang Unity League Philippines. It's Stella Sans Galeria and Kimberly Mas. watching and giving you the action between VGCD and Syntax Sentinels. Kung saan nakita natin ang VGCD in a dominating victory kontra sa kanilang naging kalaban to continue forth here at the South Luzon leg. Magkakaalaman dahil kung sino ang magiging representatives nito ay papasok sa ating major tournament that will happen in Legazpi Albay. That was a very good game from VGCD.
Yeah, honestly, like I think all of these teams are looking forward to that. No, ako rin, I'm looking forward to that event, and everybody, syempre, wants to be at their best of the best. Ngayon naman, ang Syntax Sentinels, tingnan natin kung may babaliktad nila yung serye na to. I mean, they need to win this one if they want to have that reverse sweep. But at the same time, VGCD, isa na lang yung kailangan nila maipanalo.
Whose momentum is leaning towards the win today? We'll find out in Game 2. Now the attack will come in, especially dito sa drafting patterns natin. Para sa lahat ng mga nandyan at nanonood ngayon, in case you want to watch it again, we are, of course, live, and our simulcast partner is none other than IBC13. It's PTV4, and our simulcast partner, it's IBC13, na mapapanood nyo every 7 to 8 p.m. with all the matches that are happening here in Unity League Philippines. So this is now an adjustment period para sa Syntax Sentinels if they want to get this over with.
Yep, 1 hour of straight MLBB goodness that you'll get here at Unity League Philippines. At tingnan natin, no, mukhang wala naman nagkakaiba ngayon, even though nasa blue side dito yung VGCD. Still, pretty much the same bands as what they had. The Fanny, the Fredrin, naalala ko, binan out rin ito sa game number 1. At ngayon naman, tingnan natin, either, kasi parang nasa blue side dito ngayon yung VGCD, either pwede sila mag-prioritize ng heroes. I mean, it seems like Nathan yung nagiging priority dito when it comes to the marksmans. And Harit actually had an appearance earlier, but did pretty well up against the Nathan, but a little bit too short, of course, with the Florin in place.
Yep, there it is.
Ayan na nga.
Nathan, present na naman. Si Starboy Chano ang gumamit yan kanina. And he was able to use it to the fullest of its potential dahil nagkaroon siya ng 8-3-4 KDA in that game number 1 victory. Now it's going to be up to the side of Syntax Sentinels kung ano yung posible nilang gamitan. You're right, Roger is there. But instead, they're gonna steal yung ginamit kanina ng VGCD nung game number 1 na Barats. And also include the Savior. Usually, pag pipili ka ng mga off-meta heroes, you'd save it up for the last one. Pero ngayon, parang they tend to prioritize it a lot, no?
Feel ko kasi parang sagot itong Savior na to sa mga moments na, alam mo yung mga moments na, sige, kulang ng heal, di ba? Parang 1 HP na lang yung buhay.
Right.
Pwede mong kung baga, may global heal dito sa VGCD, may global presence naman with the Dawning Light. Ito yung sinasabi natin na kahit parang Layla na mas extended yung reach. I think the X-Borg was banned out earlier, ilang beses. Itong X-Borg na to. At
Pangalawa na to.
Mukhang ito na yata yung laro na mailalabas nila. It's so good, especially with the Florin here. Pwede kang pumasok at pumasok lang. Plus, mahirapan lumapit yung Barats dito.
Matilda has been open, pero hindi siya pinili ng parehas na kupunan up until the end. So, I really am quite skeptical dito sa Savior pick kasi there's still a lot of good heroes. You could have picked the Roger if you want to, pero depende kasi yan. Just like we would always say, depende sa comfort. Baka yan yung Dark Magician niya. Diba? Kasi si Yugi, alam mo yan, pag nilatag mo yung Dark Magician,
wala
serious
na.
block na, serious mode na.
Dalawang sacrifice yan, kaso lang.
Malay mo dito, di ba?
Ito
Ganun yung mangyayari.
Trump card, kumbaga yung sinasabi natin further side. And I think parang isa lang yung sagot dyan kung bakit unang pinipili. Nga, it's definitely a comfort. And I think parang malay mo, top global savior pala tong si Piwo. Hindi natin alam, di ba?
Yep.
And I think it makes sense. Gusto nyo manghuli yung backlines. I mean, apart from the Yuzong, apart from the Barats, no? Ito pretty similar to what VGCD had sa kanilang lineup for the first game. At mukhang speaking of comforts, ito pa rin talaga yung pipiliin ni Solenia. Something to pick off the backlines apart from the Savior. Well, let's take a look. Feel ko pwede rin naman mag-Yuzong pa rin dito since yung Savior, no? Since may mga frontliners dito, they can still go for that. Seems like mag-juggle sila between the X-Borg being the juggler or X-Borg being the XP laner.
I think mas magandang matchup to para kay Solenia compared to game number 1. Kasi sa game number 1 talagang patindihan ng early game yon, and Yuzhong had that advantage going up against the CC. Yung CC kasi parang medyo late game scaling pa yan, mararamdaman mo yung sakit niyan pagdating ng late game pa. Novaria and the Ling are gonna be the additions here to complete the VGCD lineup, and this is good para sa kanila kasi una, masisipat nila kung saan manggagaling yung pressure that would be arriving para dito kay core user 123. And it's also showing the complexity and the variety of his play style. Hindi lang siya pang barats na very objective-centric. He can also be mechanically potent and mechanically talented with the use of his sling. And on the other side, it's the Roger to complete the Syntax Sentinel lineup.
Actually, I think Hans Sona, we're starting to see like may mga meta na nagaganap dito from Northern Luzon at Southern Luzon. Seems like parang more inclined to the Nathan, the Ling, etong leg na to as compared to the Northern Luzon. I like it. Different flavor. Kanina nga, nakita natin yung Odette for JJ. But this time, I feel like parang early nga yung pick-up sa Xavier. Kasi medyo mahirap to mag-lane with the Novar. I mean, you can clear out the waves, pero pwede ka kasi mapoke ng Novar. Whereas if you're the Xavier, medyo kailangan, medyo malapit ka pa, di ba? Para matama mo yung 1-2 combo mo.
Now that's gonna be interesting on how they're gonna execute that. Kasi this is a do-or-die matchup para sa side ng Syntax Sentinels. Meanwhile, for VGCD, they won game number 1 and they're looking forward to bring that momentum into the next following games that we're seeing. Leash kagad ang gagawin ng pares na kupunan towards Jan so that they won't be able to help him and farm as fast as possible. Interesting din dahil ang inunan ni core user 123 ay i-retry yung orange buff. So nung pumunta doon, itong si Nick so scared as soon as you see, as you can see in the map, talagang inaabangan niya kung kailan lalatag. Let's see if it's gonna be a problem later on, lalo na pag wala siyang retry.
Ngayon, I think this is a standard for when you have a Matilda. Pretty much the same game as when you have a Matilda. Hahabulin at hahabulin mo lang talaga yung jungler ng kalaban para naman may vision and at the same time force out that retribution. But this is not gonna be an easy battle dito sa XP lane, no? X-board up against Solenia's CC na talagang hindi ka makakalapit eh. Ito yung mga heroes like CC, Barats na lalapit at makakancel out or parang true damage lang yung madedish out dito ng export ni Third.
Level 2 for Nick.
Pero dalawa na.
Level 4 for the others. Pero doon naman yung X-Strong Solenia damage output. And that is the reason why core user 123 is going to be getting that first blood safely secured. Si Third na naman na malalatagan pero hindi siya natatakot. Sige, handa ako makipagbasagan ng bungo. Kasama ko naman si JJ.
Yun nga, no? Alam mo, yung tipong low ka na, mapapa-atras ka sa mga moments na ganun eh. Pero sabi dito ni Third, okay lang eh. I mean, it's also to get the Firaga armor up. And true damage din, kumbaga lumapit dito si Jans, true damage lang yung may babataw ng X-Word dito, which is a good call. Plus, meron pa silang mga finishers dito. Finishers like the Novaria, finishers like core user 123, who has picked up the link right now na tamang-tama yung Tempest of Lane kanina.
However, that is going to be a kill going on to the side of Syntax Sentinels dahil nakuha nila si JJ sa pagkakataon na yun. VGCD still trying to contest for it. Who will be able to take it? That's gonna be core user. That's gonna be 1, 2, and 3 para makalabas na naman kaagad. That's a beautiful skill na nakuha niya ngayon. Turtle will go to VGCD and another casualty na may ibibigay nila 2-1 in terms of kill score. Usually pag ako to, kinakabahan na ako pag ganyan na yung level, ganyan na yung HP na nababawas sa akin, but Third really is an XP laner by choice. He really is just tanking the damage nang sa ganun ay hindi mahirapan yung iba sa kanya mga kakampi. Here comes another contest. Chance na naman na malalatagan dito ng damage output. Will he be able to get the purple objective? The answer is no. Hindi niya nakuha yung purple objective. There goes once again yung last insanity, pero maliipit na. Itong si Third, masyado na yata siyang malalim, pero maliligtas mo siya. The answer is yes, and he will be safe. My goodness! Popuri with another clutch save.
Man, the stun! Isa na lang yung buhay, wala nang Firaga armor dito si Third. And actually, napansin ko lang ngayon, Third, di ba post 3 yun? Saktong-sakto rin sa role. I feel like for VGCD, sobrang set yung mga roles. Core user, kulang na lang sabihin mo, gold laner, mid laner, roamer. I feel like these players are just so comfortable with using these types of heroes, and at the same time, si Third din, sobrang nako-contain niya dito si Solenia. Ito pa naman yung hero na ang ganda pagka-zone sa backlines, but we don't really see it so often kasi most of the time, iniipit siya or kumbaga parang pino-force out ni Third na bumalik siya.
Yup. Another counter-attack this time around para sa kanila, pero nawala naman gold laner courtesy of core user 123, and dito naman siya back at it again with another damage output. Tempest of Blades, flicker gagamitin na rin ni Nick para makatakas. Almost Star Shutter hitting him as well. Pero makakaalis pa and he will be safely going back to the base at this point. Third, mare-refresh yung kanyang Firaga armor. He might be able to escape on this one. Gagamitin ng Last Insanity. May flicker pa yan just in case, pero hindi nila pipilitan pa. Detona's welcome is also going to be utilized. So there goes the flicker. He might be able to escape here. That's not going to be the case there. That Solenia is able to take him down. However, it is also the same thing na ginawa ni JJ sa kanya. A 1-for-1 kill trade. But it's Solenia. 2 XP laners ang nawala sa parehas teams.
Yep, I mean, this is big, especially for turtle fights na kailangan talaga yung XP laner there to either contain, to box out yung mga junglers. Pero ngayon, no, after that punishment na ginawa ng VGCD, magbo-blue pa dito si Jans. I think they're not gonna go for the contest since kailangan nga talaga nila ng pan-zone plus complete members for the side of Syntax Center.
Yeah, this is starting to be a tight-knit ball game para sa parehas na teams. 5-3 in terms of kill score. And in addition, yung mga turtles ay talagang safely nasa-secure ng mga members ng VGCD. Nakakuha na ng Berserker's Fury. So that's extra crit damage para sa kanya as the switch also happened. Nangyari na rin yung switch kasi parang na-realize si Starboy Chana na, uy, medyo naaalangan ako dito. Actually, hindi pala ako naaalangan kasi isa na lang, katiting na lang. And speaking of katiting, hindi na rin pinalagpas yun nitong si core user 123 that already has 3 kills and 2 assists. Pero meron namang bagbawi na gagawin dito si Shoyu. So that's always been the case in this game. Laging may counter-attack na ginagawa itong side ng Syntax Sentinels. Pero ang bawi naman ng BGCD is to always go for the objectives.
Ayun lang. Na shutdown, no? Pero ito, meron yatang Last Insanity na available. Makakatakbo si Shoyu, medyo malikot lang. Pero si Nick na lang daw yung huhulihin doon. And still not over though, Jans. Kukunin si Popuri, may heal siya. Flicker out for both sides. Medyo delikado to. Pwede mag-pounce dito ngayon si Shoyu, but there's the slow. There's the vision coming out from JJ just in the nick of time. 6 minutes in. I like this matchup, Hans. It's looking a little bit more even out right now kasi nakakasagot dito yung side ng Syntax Sentinels, but at the same time, no, hindi natin maiiwasan na tingnan na yung buong mapa nasa control ng VGCD.
And as soon as you say that, that's gonna be the second death of Shoyu in this one. That's extremely unfortunate, especially kapag kung iisipin mo, you need to like keep everything safe, especially the gold laner. And yes, nag-aapantay sila minsan in terms of kills. As we can see, 8-5, hindi naman yan ganoon kalayo. Pero nagkakaroon ng at least 2k gold lead ang kupunan ng VGCD because of the 2 turrets na napabagsak nila and also addition with the turtles. So, there naman yung Last Insanity. James with the extra heal, may ipit siya, using the flicker just to be able to get it as well. Third is gonna be staying alive. Meron namang mawawala and that's gonna be Piwo. This time, now, it's a 5-4 situation. Pero 4 lang yun nandito kasi nagpupush na naman. Itong si Starboy Chano sa may baba is gonna be successful in taking that as well. And this is going to be another pick off in the objectives para sa side ng BGCD. All 3 turrets going to core user.
Grabe yung ano, no? Yung daming lumilipad dito sa side ng VGCD. Dami rin pang zone. Ayun na, pumasok na with the Last Insanity dito ngayon si third, but it's just the zone away the members. There goes the ultimate coming out from the Savior. May heal na rin galing kay Popuri, pero may vengeance pa rin si Uy, sa likod Shoyu, hinahabol. May Tempest of Flames ba? Available siya ngayon, and that's gonna be it. Popuri picks up the kill. 3 for the prize of none.
3, 0, 12, 5. In almost 8 minutes of action na makikita natin ngayon, the Savior is doing his best to make sure to clear the waves. But again, it's having problems dahil hindi pa siya ganun ka-late game scaling. Under naman yung Last Insanity. Hindi na talagang pinipigil na third damage output. Pero sabi niya, ang kulit mo na. Umawat ka na. Kanina ka pa.
Linaser na eh.
Finally,
tumama na eh.
Stunning stop dance at tinutukan ng spotlight. Third goes down.
Yep, I mean, punishment is real here. I mean, ilang beses na rin na ginagawa yan ni third, no? Last Insanity, flicker out. Pero alam kasi doon ng side ng Syntax Sentinels, there was not any flicker available. Kaya naman pwede sila to go for the counter punch right now. Starboy, delikado siya dito Pwedeng mag-circling eagle dito ngayon si Nick. But he has the ultimate look at the damage. Grabe, tuloy-tuloy
lang!
Si Solenia.
Oh my goodness.
Mapapa-atras na rin sa damage. Teka lang, hindi lang si Starboy dito yung may yung may pokes. Yung may range dito, si Jay rin. Pwede rin mag-finisher dito.
Kamuntingan pa akong matamaan Si Solenia, kung di siya nakatakas na mas mabilis, so there naman yung 1v1. But that is no problem. Para kay core user 123. 413 ang kanyang score. The KDA is legit. And that is courtesy of the Endless Battle and also the Berserker's Fury. The crits are absolutely there. And this is just 8K or almost 8K na kalamangan ngayon ng kupunan ng VGCD.
4-1-3, no? Kulang na lang 1-4-3. Pero syempre, ginugusto nila yung ganitong klaseng KDA ngayon. 14 kills for their side. And look at how fast they melt down that Lord. Makukuha ito ngayon ng VGCD. But backs against the wall. I mean, there's still the global presence coming out from the Savior. Pero yung mahirap kasi dito may link eh.
Yun na
Tapos
nga
meron ka pang X-board na pwedeng mahabol yung likuran.
Hindi rin naman siya. Third
Ang kulit.
for today's video. Pangatlong beses na yan.
Oo.
Nakakarami na siya.
Nako,
Sinalubong
isa pa.
na naman kahit di ka pamilya, gagamit na naman ng flicker. Hindi niya gagamitin yung kanyang circling eagle kasi alam nila nakakailanganin nila mamaya. A third has been destroyed, but the Lord already marching into the middle.
Yep, you need an XP laner like this, yung walang katakot-takot. Pero yung hindi ko sinasabi na walang takot dito ngayon si Solenia. Pero yung si third kasi pwede niyang maabuso yung Piraga armor dito eh. Last Insanity, Flicker out, tapos pwede na mag-finish na the job dito si Starboy Chana. Pero ngayon lahat, Lord is still up. Ayan na naman yung Last Insanity na magagaling kay third. It's gonna explode, but they're gonna be able to take down the turret here. Isa-isa nawawala ngayon. Binabasic attack lang ni Starboy Channel. Could this be the end para sa side ng Syntax Sentinels? Meron pa naman silang damage output. They can go for the punish. Jans! Hindi na nakalunok. Pero ngayon, si Shoyu nagwawala dito ngayon. Piwo, mega kill for your side, but there's a shutdown from Piwo.
Buti na lang. Nakuha nila si Starboy Channel. It would have been over in a split. Solenia, just 5% of his HP. Needing to go back into this fight. Pero doon naman yung Circling Eagle, sasamahan siya. Sige, laban na natin to. But there comes the extra heal. That is a very good sense of patience galing kay Popore. And now, it's all alone para kay Nick. So scared. And this is going to be a 4-on-2 situation. Make it a 4-on-3 as well. They want to force it, but force is not going to be the wisest decision here. They're just taking their sweet time. Andun lahat ng waves, sabay-sabay lahat. And now, wala pa, hindi pa man papitiwo yung kanyang scaling, and that is going to be a Last Insanity that's not needed. Ayan pa lang, kakalabas pa lang, at talagang naibugan niya na. Andun na naman yung Detona's welcome, but everybody else is locking it in. They want to go and proceed. Will they be able to do it? Core user, show you stopping the fight, and there comes the rest of the members of Syntax Sentinels na makakaligtas pa. This is not over just yet.
Grabe yun. Yung puso ko doon, kala ko yun na yun eh. Para kay Corioso, ay lock na ng base, kulang ng minions. Napaatras na lang din sila. Nag-respawn na rin dito si Shoyo at saka si Nixos here, which by the way, nakakuha na rin ng Immortality and BOD right now. So that's gonna hurt. The basic attacks are gonna hurt. So kailangan nilang intindihin rin dito. And mind you, I really props dito kay Popuri sa kanyang timing. Speaking of Shoyu, kahit may BOD, natunaw na rin dito ngayon ni core user. He has the do right now, goes for the double. May Immortality si Solenia. Mapapa-atras sila ngayon. Tingnan natin, triple kill. Pupunta pa siya, going for the Maniac. Tempest of Blaze onto Piwo. He's gonna be able to back away, not giving away the Maniac, pero tinapos na rin.
Oh my goodness!
It's a wipeout! Hindi man nakasavage dito si Corioso, okay lang. Matatapos rin naman natin yung laro ngayon. They're gonna lock in the base, and that is going to be it. PGCD takes the series.
JJ turning into JJ Helterbrand. Pasok eh.
Oo.
Oh my goodness.
Sakto yung mga star shatter niya dito.
Sakto eh. Pang all-star yung galawan.
Ay, Molten S, tingnan mo.
Alam mo na yan,
Alam
pag
na
ganyan.
natin.
Alam mo na yan.
Guys, congrats.
Alam mo na yan. Yan na talaga yun.
Yan
And
yun.
syempre, nakita mo na
Puro
kagad.
bola eh. Puro bola yung
Puro
kanyang
bola.
items.
As in, ano yan, 6 3-pointers made.
Ayan yung
Yan
tipong mga star shatter na tamaan niya buong laro na to.
Diba?
And ito
Yan
yung
yun.
ito yung sinasabi natin, Hans. Parang okay, ang early ng pick-up sa Savior, and honestly, parang pwede kasi ma-counter out yan since hindi siya meta as of the moment. And to go up against the Novaria, sobrang hirap sa pokes niyan. I mean, shooting gallery ito para kay JJ.
Yep, it is. It is actually. Kasi nakita natin si Pivo kanina is really trying to do his best. Na magbigay ng damage output to try and give information sa kanyang mga kakampi. However, without your presence kasi in team fights, it really is not the best case scenario. Lalo na pag if it's like 9 to 10 minutes in, tapos nahihirapan ka lumabas, usually yun yung mga time na dapat nakapag-scale ka na talaga ng todo. It's helpful na meron siya no Necklace of Durance and also the Divine Glaive, pero it was Potpourri that had clutch heals one after another. Kaya nung mga times na munti ka na, okay na, ready na.
Kala mo yun na yun.
Pero hindi pa pala, di ba? Akala mo lang meron, pero wala.
Wala.
Baliktad yun, baliktad. Di ba? Pero yun nga, yun ang nangyari sa laban na yun. Piwo just struggling in this matchup. But I have to say though, core user 1, 2, 3, napakaganda ng pinahita niya in this match.
Yeah, man. I think for this, no, na-force out rin yung mga itemization, kung mapapansin mo sa side ng Syntax Sentinels, they really had to counter out the heal ni Potpourri. It's really not enough. There were times rin na nag-Circling Eagle dito si Nick so scared, but you know, with the heals from Potpourri, it's really so hard. Plus, meron ka pang mga damage dealers na hindi nahuhula dito or hindi napapunish ng kabilang side. I honestly feel for Piwo. I mean, I use this hero myself. And kung may link talaga na tapat sa iyong side, mahirapan ka talaga. I mean, you don't have mobility to figure out. So, it was a risk that they were willing to take, but yeah, I really applaud that. I mean, they tried something new, pero para kay core user talaga, I mean, well, it was really easy for him to do the pickups.
It was tough. I mean, not a lot of mobility kasi ang situation para sa side ng Syntax Sentinels is that your front line ay si Nick so scared. Pero siya rin yung main source ng ng way out mo.
Oo.
Siya ang first way in mo, siya ang first way out. So, papasok ka, okay. Pero pag hindi ka na makalabas, paano yung iba?
Oo.
Diba? They're gonna have to stay in
kayo
base.
lahat diba?
Oh,
Parang ano yan sumakay ka sa maling train, or sumakay ka sa maling jeep, tapos lahat kayo sumakay doon. Tapos, ay shucks, maling direction pala.
Tama. Let's say, papunta ka ng monumento, pero sumakay ka ng Papitex.
Nako.
Yun lang.
Ilang oras yun.
Diba?
Pero ito, at least hindi ilang oras, 12 minutes lang
pwede ka naman buwaba abang may oras pa, pero marirealize mo yun nung umaandar na. So sometimes yung Circling Eagle tsaka yung Guiding Wind, nakikita mo yan naka-font yan dyan ano ba, pipindutin ko ba to?
Or hindi.
Sasama ba ako? Or ano lang yun, vibes lang. Diba? Di ko alam
Kasi pang ano yun, diba? Yung Guiding Wind may shield naman. So, okay lang. Sige, gamitin natin yun. Gamitin ni Nick yun. Pero
Correct.
ito kasi, itong point na to, mapapaisip yung mga teammates niya I think may isang point na parang sumama yata si Shoyu.
Yep.
Tapos sabi niya, wait, out na ako, bounce na ako,
guys. Pero, mas mabilis kasi yung boost. Diba? Mas mabilis yung boost kaysa magdadash ka ng ganun-ganun lang. Wala ka talagang choice. And that is exactly what happened in this matchup. VGCD getting a 2-0 sweep. In behalf of Kimberly Mas, my name is Hans Galeria. Muli, maaabutan nyo ang iba sa mga matches na ito at PTV and with our simulcast partner, IBC 13 from 7 to 8 p.m. Maraming salamat po and see you again at Unity League Philippines, South Luzon Leg.